So single hand contact, all right, we have simple and we have rotary, okay, that we need to do here. Now with this one here, prone on the high-low table, all right, now it says here abdominal section release. So if you are doing that, you can literally release down here. There's actually a little hook. It's on either side, mostly, this little hook here. What you can do is pull it out or in to unlock it, and this will drop in. You can see how it's moving. So that'll actually release that piece a little bit. That's why they recommend this to be on that prone on a high-low table. You could do this also on a knee chest table because then you have the patient relaxing in. So you definitely have that ability, okay? That gives you, of course, just like the drop table, the drop type of technique we were just talking about, possibly for the double thumb, okay? Doctor's stance is straight away on the side of spinous laterality or the side of convexity, okay? So a PRS, or a PLS in this case, because I'm on this side, a PLS, I'm on the side of spinous laterality, because the L is this way, but also I'm on the side of convexity. So if it was a PRI, I would be on the left side, right? Because I'm on the side of convexity that's happening. So you want the convexity. If there's no convexity whatsoever, you're on the side of spinous laterality. Everybody okay? Beautiful. Okay, contact hand. This is where it gets a little confusing. Now, we're not going to go into the lumbar spine because lumbar is going to come in quarter 4. So we'll stick with the thoracic spine where we are. Contact hand, you're going to use your inferior hand if it's T1 to T3. Okay, T1 to T3, you're going to use your inferior hand as your contact hand. If it's T4 to T12, you're going to use your superior hand. Okay? Now, either one, remember the I to S pull here. Okay, that's very important to remember. Because usually if it's your superior hand, sometimes we end up pulling down this way. We're not going, so now we're going S to I. We always have to remember to pull from I to S, even if it is a superior hand that we're using on those lower segments. Okay, so make sure that that is something you're thinking about. So, in this case, PLS here, okay, or a PRI, if we're looking at the rotary, on the left side. Let's say I'm going to do T2. I'm going to be using my contact hand as my inferior hand. I'm going to find the segments. I'm going to count down to 1 right below where I'm going to be. So if I'm at my T3 or T2 listing, I'm going to go at T3 or so. Traction up, so I'm going to use my contact point, which is my hand 8 on my 1B right here. I'm going to traction up from I to S on that side, right? On that side of the either convexity or spinous laterality. My segmental contact point is either the spinous process on the side of laterality or the transverse process on the side of the convexity. So either way, I'm on the side that I'm standing on. So I'm on the left side, I'm contacting the left side. My segmental, my stabilization hand here is going to be the knuckles or my 1B. I prefer my 1B of my other hand right on top of the other 1B. Right here, P to A, I to S, straight down. If it were, let's go back to this one, T4, I'm going to use my superior hand. Locate T5, count all the way down, finding where T5 is. Still get an I to S pull, still on the same side of the either spinous laterality or convexity. The only difference, I use my superior hand still pulling I to S, covering with the other side, P to A, I to S. Questions, comments, or concerns?